Greetings, this is Vlodril and welcome to the review for The Blind Prophet. The Blind Prophet is a Kickstarter project which was developed by Ars Goetia and published by them, Plugin Digital and Maple Whispering Limited. Every fan of point-and-click adventure games will feel at home with how it plays. You have the standard observe, use, take and discuss options when hovering over objects or people. But first things first. You are the Apostle. You have come to the city of Rodborg to cleanse it from the demons corrupting it. The first thing to note is that the game looks great. Hand-drawn graphics make up the world and there are quite a few areas to explore. The world feels alive and its dark and post-apocalyptic atmosphere really sells how downtrodden Rodborg is. It also has a lot of flavor, since the town seems a combination of the latest tech with some goth and steampunk elements. Quite an interesting and unique blend. In general, the supernatural setting shows everywhere. The Blind Prophet deals with a lot of mature themes and gets pretty gory at times. The game starts with a sexual assault and the protagonist dismembering someone, and goes from there to underage prostitution, slavery, drugs, and every manner of perversion the demons use to corrupt Rodborg. The storyline leans heavily into the angelic/demonic mythos and produces a pretty grim and dark tale where there are no happy endings. The characters run the gamut from thugs to corporate flunkies and various henchmen on one side, and sidekicks, tragic figures and corrupt but redeemable policemen on the other. Along with the Apostle, they showcase both the good and the bad of the human condition and the despair that has gripped the city, along with the hope that it's never too late to change course. Most of the storyline is told through comic book style cutscenes, which also provide the movement and action for the world. Some really good use of sound makes everything seem like it's moving for a game with minimal animation. The soundtrack also did a good job on adding to the atmosphere of the game, although hearing the song Money playing out in one area of the game was a bit jarring, although fitting and funny. There is no voice acting but a few grunts and a dumb or two when the Apostle reacts to things, but it is never an issue. Speaking of funny, there are a few laugh out loud moments in the game, which helps with a pretty dismal setting. Not everything is completely rosy though, so let's go through some of the misses. There are frequent translation issues in English, not just misspelling of words, but also grammar issues and sentences that are structured weirdly enough for me to notice as a non-native English speaker, or reader in this case. There aren't really a lot of options in the game. You can change the sound volume on the main menu, but not in game, and you can also change the language or reset a save file if you want to start again. And speaking of save files, the game offers no manual saving system, instead it autosaves. I did not encounter any issues, but if you watched any of my reviews before, you know how I feel about checkpoint systems. A lot of problems arise from them. Bugs, their ability to go back and explore something else, etc, etc. I also would have liked a bit more attention to detail on some parts. At some point in the game, you take control of a different character, but the descriptions you get for the place are exactly the same as the main character, and those are supposedly his inner thoughts. Puzzle-wise, I didn't find anything too taxing, except one specific puzzle which made no sense to me whatsoever. Rodborg is not huge, but there are quite a few screens to move through while you play the game. Thankfully, there is an instant transition between screens, which is great since there is no fast travel, although there is a map so you can orient yourself. It took me about 8 hours to finish the game, and the game time passed by quickly since it was quite an enjoyable experience despite its issues. The Blind Prophet is about $19.99, so if you enjoy adventure games that don't shy away from some pretty dark situations, I would definitely recommend it. Thank you for watching this review. As always, feel free to leave me a comment or suggestions on the review or other games you would like me to cover. Press the like button if you enjoyed it and feel free to subscribe to be notified when more reviews go online. Apart from YouTube, you can find me on Twitter at Vlodril or on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Vlodril. Have a great day and I will see you next time.